everybody, I'm back. I took a brief sabbatical because I needed to figure out what I actually wanted to do with my business, what I wanted to do with myself. You know, being an entrepreneur, I have crazy hustles. I feel like I do everything under the sun, which is great. I'm like the Renaissance woman. But the Renaissance woman gets a little tired. But also, it was one of those things where it's like, you know what, I'm living this entrepreneurial life and I'm loving it. Like, I did Uber and Lyft, and I do photography, and I do hair, and I do so many things, you know, for income, which is great because I always have income coming in. But then it got to the point where it's like, you know what, not knowing if I was gonna make my car note for the month, or being able to pay for the water bill, or having gas throughout the week, like, those things were just really like becoming a huge burden for me. And so I decided, you know what, I'm gonna do something part-time, something I love, something in the field that I got my degree in. And I was like, okay, I want a preschool or a daycare or whatever. We'll get to that in a minute. So I was like, you know what, let me work for a preschool. So now I'm a preschool teacher, and I teach 2-year-olds, and I love them so much. But yeah, so I decided to do that, and then the director was like, you know what, Micah, like, we want to make you salary. Like, is that possible? Can you work longer? Blah, blah, blah. Because I used to work from 1 to 6, and then they wanted me to change my hours to full-time, benefits and sick days and all that good stuff. So I was like, you know what? Boom. I'll do it. So that's what I've kind of been doing, and honestly, like, not, you know, posting the Millennials on the Move anymore, and just taking a step back to really realize what it is that I want to put out to the world, really get a better understanding of my own business. You know, I have a business mentor and life coach and all of that, and I've been utilizing her. So I joined a business group to get a better understanding of exactly what I wanted to do with my business, and also figuring out what I want Millennials on the Move to be. Really understanding what I wanted my website to be about, and what kind of content I want to put out to the Millennials who are doing what I'm doing, and who have businesses or who have great ideas. They just don't know how to get it off the ground, who don't have the mentors, who don't have the resources, you know. So I really needed to take a step back because life and bills were getting really, really heavy. And I think that's very, very important to understand where you are and where you want to go. Sometimes you can't do it the incredible way. Like Tyler Perry, he was homeless in his car writing plays, and now he's like a billionaire, you know? And so sometimes you can't do it that way. And I have to be honest, I couldn't do it that way anymore. I just couldn't. It was becoming really stressful. So I decided, you know, to do what was best for me, and that was to kind of create a more stable, steady of income coming in. And I love what I do. Getting back to why I started Millennials on the Move is so, so important. And I feel like this is a very large group of people who are actually changing the world and being innovative and starting businesses. And I just didn't want to miss that ride. You know, like, I started this, I believe in us. So I just want to continue to believe in us and get back on my grind and understand just my business model, your business model, our business models, what that looks like. So I've done a few things, you know. 2018 has been amazing. I have been traveling like crazy. I feel like every month I'm going somewhere. Like, usually I'm a traveler, but I've just been traveling. I've been OD traveling, you know. So on top of all of that, you know, I have had the luxury to actually go out of town more. And, you know, 9 to 5s do provide a sense of stability and financial freedom, essentially, especially if you're handling your money properly, you're saving, you're budgeting, you're doing all that. I'm not that good at saving or budgeting, but I'm gonna get there, okay? One step at a time, $1 at a time. So yeah, I just wanted to touch base with you guys and say I am back, and I'm not gonna leave you for that long again. So it's very important just to take a step back so you can understand exactly what it is you want to put out into the world. And you want to be consistent, because consistency is the key, and discipline to be consistent is also a struggle, but we're going to do this thing. I've been doing some major things just off the camera, and I am back. So please stay tuned for the next video. I'll be talking about the iStartup incubator that I was in. I had the privilege of being in. And the I Startup Incubator is basically like a group of women who have a business. They want to start a business. They have an idea, and they're trying to create a business or a nonprofit or whatever. And it was a 6-month-long period where we got together. We had homework assignments. I'm gonna get into all that. You do not want to miss that. I mean, it was a life-changing opportunity that I was able to be a part of, and I cannot wait to share that with you guys. So stay tuned for the next video.